Hey everybody, welcome to a video monster train where I'll be going over a basic run, and I'll be just kind of talking through everything, the UI and so forth. Think of it as a tutorial almost, where we'll just play through the whole run and I'll kind of just explain how the game works and kind of my basic decision making, mostly as a way to familiarize people with the game who aren't familiar with it, or for people who kind of just want to learn more about it. I've been playing this on stream and in my own time quite a bit. I would say it's easily my favorite deck building game. So let's get into it, shall we? So, pretty simple. Start, go single player. We'll do a new run. You can look at the logbook, but I'm not going to bother explaining that in this video. So you click new run, and what you'll be presented with is your clan selection menu. And now this is where you select your primary and your allied clan. So your primary clan will give you a champion. That's this person up front. Each clan has their own champion, and each champion has different upgrade paths you can do as the game progresses. So it matters a lot, and it also determines what cards you can select. Each clan has their own selection of cards that you have access to. There are cards that are universal, but the majority of your deck is going to be clan-specific cards. So your choice of clan and allied clan matter a lot. So your primary clan is going to give you your champion and also cards to select from. Your allied clan is not going to give you a champion. You're just going to gain access to this pool. And each clan has a set of base cards that your deck automatically starts with, which I will explain once we get in there. So you pick your clans. I'll just do random for each of them. So we'll get a random primary, random allied clan. The other thing is down here, it shows some information. It shows your win streak in the current bracket you're in. So there's different brackets. For example, Covenant rank 25, which is the max Covenant, is the Herzl Cup. So you can keep track of your win streak. And then Covenant 20 to 24 is the Crucible Cup, and so on and so forth. We're going to go down to Covenant rank 1, just so we have kind of a nice, easy one that I can explain on. The reason I want to do Covenant rank 1 is because enemies are a little stronger, but the main thing is you get additional random starting cards, which I think is really fun. I would strongly suggest you play on Covenant rank 1 at least, even if you're casual. I think just the random cards just add some nice spice to the beginning of the run. And then over here, it will show your highest win with that group. So for example, this is the highest Covenant rank I've run with Stygian Guard as my primary and Umbra as my secondary, is rank 12. So yeah, with that, let's get into it, and I'll explain it as we go. So you start with a deck of cards. And these are the random cards we have that we started with because we're in Covenant rank 1. We get Glimmer, restores 2 health to all friendly units and deal 2 damage to all enemy units on the floor. And Heal with Crystals, deal 25 damage to the front enemy on the floor twice. And Edge Prior, healing spells cast on this floor cost 1 less Ember, which is basically your energy. That's how much energy, how much resources it costs to play the card. And this times 2 is just saying we start with 2 of these. So we have 2 Glimmers, 2 Heal with Crystals, and an Edge Prior in addition to our other starting cards. This shows the final boss, which is a really nice feature. So you can see the final boss is Seraph the Diligent. The first spell card you play each turn gets consumed, which means it is removed from the battle for the rest of the battle. And there are ways to get it back after it consumes, but it's not typical. So we'll go into it. So let's just look at our starting deck. We'll just kind of explain the UI here, but let's just look at our starting deck. So you can see this is our champion, the Sentient, because the Awoken is our primary clans. This is their champion, which we'll upgrade shortly. Here's the Edge Prior we got. We also start with 3 of the basic Stygian Guard cards. The Frozen Lance deals 6 damage to the front enemy for 1 Ember. That is, you basically always start with these. This is what you get when you have a Stygian Guard. Here are the other cards we got, and then the Restores. These are the Awoken basic cards. You get 3 of those. And as you go up in Covenant ranks, you'll get more Restores and more Frozen Lances, which is actually a detriment because these cards kind of suck. You kind of want to remove them when you can, almost. And then you always start with 4 Train Stewards. These are just basic units. So, the thing about units, I will point out real quick. I guess one thing I'll point out is for all cards, they also have this little thing in the middle. That is telling you the rarity. So this is a common, and then this is an uncommon one, and then there's purple for rare, and so on and so forth. So it kind of just tells you the rarity. So we have a bunch of common cards right now. So units, they have a couple extra things. They have their attack and their health. Basically, every turn, all units on each floor will fight. this is how much damage you can take. So if you get hit for 5, you'll go down to 3 out of 8 health. You start with 8 out of 8. And this is your attack, so when this unit hits an enemy, it does 5 damage. Obviously, when your HP goes down to 0, you know you die. One of your units dies, and then it is effectively, it's basically just gone from the fight, most of the time. There's one particular clan that specializes in bringing units back from the dead. Then also the other thing is up here. This is a big one that is not really well explained. These 2 little yellow dots up here is the capacity. So each floor can only have 7 units maximum, but there's also a maximum capacity, and it starts off at 5. So if you have 5 capacity, I can't put 3 train stewards, because each train steward is 2 capacity. So you can only have 2 train stewards on each floor to start with. But then you have people like Edge Prior. This guy only has 1, so I could put the Edge Prior and 2 train stewards on the floor. That would max it out at 5 capacity. We'd be good to go. Anyways, I won't explain too much more, because we'll explain it as we go through it. So this is what happens when you start out. Kind of just explain the UI. You're on this train track. You're the monster train. You go along the train track. In the beginning, you don't have a choice where you go. This is your Pyre health, 80 out of 80. If it goes down to 0, you die. It's persistent between battles. So if your Pyre takes damage, you will, this goes down. Not good. I will explain the Pyre more in detail later. This is the Pyre's attack damage. So if an enemy is on the Pyre floor, the Pyre will hit them for 20. This is just showing your stats. So you can see I have 3 Ember per turn, I draw 5 cards per turn, I have 5 capacity per floor. This is your gold, which you can use to buy upgrades and rewards like it says. This is your deck size, you can click on it to look at all your cards. This is showing you your clans, Primary Clan Awoken, Ally Clan, Stygian Guard. Your Covenant rank 1, and this will tell you all the effects of all the Covenants in case you forget one. This is telling you how far you are. There are 9 it's the Rings of Hell, like Dante's Inferno, there's 9 circles of hell. The ninth circle is the last one. If you get here, you win. But then, there's bosses on each floor. This is the final boss on the 8th floor, and we're just on the 1st ring. This is telling you the final boss in case you forgot. This is telling you your win streak on this Covenant. This is to show you the map in a more compact form. This is options. And this lets you change the speed, so you can go normal, fast, ultra, or super ultra. You can also hold right-click during the fight to go to super ultra. So I'm just going to keep it on ultra for now. Keeping it on normal is really slow, I'll just say. So let's just explain what we see right here in front of us. So this is a fight. We're going to go there eventually. This is where you upgrade your champion. So we'll go here, and we can upgrade our champion with stuff. So I'm just going to pick this one. So it upgrades him, so he gets 25 health total. And Rejuvenate. Whenever this target is healed, you deal 15 damage to the front enemy unit. So we're going to want to stack heals on that card to do damage. It's going to be nice. This is Herzl's Horde. You get an artifact. If you go here, you get a choice of 2. And you have 2 of them here. And the artifacts you can get also depend on what clans you have. So this is an Awoken artifact, and this is a Stygian Guard artifact. I'm going to pick grab one stack of spikes each time it is applied. So spikes is a status effect that when an enemy hits you, they take damage equal to the amount of spikes you have. And that just makes it so we can get more. So we'll go to the battle. You get presented with this screen. This shows you the enemies. They have clergymen. They're 1/1s, but they start with 2 rage, so they're going to actually be 5/1s because they get 1 attack per V2 rage. But they lose 1 stack of rage every turn, so they'll have 5 attack the next floor. They'll have 3 attack the next floor. They'll have 1 attack. This is the boss. Relentless. All bosses are relentless, which means they will fight in a floor. Normally, there's only 1 round of combat per floor, and then the enemies will ascend if they live. If the boss fights until all your units are dead on the floor, and then it'll go up a floor. So he's a 4 attack, 130 health dude. A lot of health in comparison to these guys with 1. This kind of just is text, but this is the trial. The trial is kind of the main thing you have to consider. So non-boss enemy units get +4 attack. So basically all these guys would get +4 attack. But you get a unit draft as a result. So you get an extra unit you can draft into your deck. So I'm going to turn that on. And so you get these choices to turn these on if you're feeling like you can handle it. And you can get good benefits from it. Now, so just to explain what's going on, there's 4 floors in the train. The 4th floor is your Pyre floor. If enemies get up here, they will attack your Pyre, dealing damage to it. That's permanent, right? But your Pyre, the enemies will take their turn attack, and then your Pyre will deal its attack damage to all enemies on the floor, and then rinse and repeat over and over and over, because the enemies can't go up any higher. Once it's here, it's a fight to the death, pretty much. You got the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st floor. They all pretty much function the same. So enemies usually start on the 1st floor. what'll happen is they will attack in order from front to back. So this guy will attack, then this one, then this one, then this one. And then my units will attack from front to back from here, 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 here. So it's kind of like a mirrored situation going on. The enemies always attack first, unless you have Quick, which is a special effect. So they'll attack, then I'll attack, and then if any of them live, the remaining ones will move up a floor, unless they are prevented in some way, like via route. And then they'll fight on this floor on the next turn, and then they'll go to this floor and do the same thing, and then if they get to the pyre, they fight to the death, basically, with your pyre. So we'll get into it. So I'm going to put my champion on the bottom. You always draw your champion in your starting hand, no matter what. So, you know, don't worry about that. I'm going to put my champion here. And then, you know, immediately the card I see is Glimmer. It's a very good card in this situation. Deals 2 damage to all enemy units, so it's just going to kill all the enemies. So it does matter which floor you play this on, right? You have to select the right floor. You can either use the arrows to go up. This guy's shit-talking me. But you can either use the arrows to move up and down, or you can use the scroll on the mouse wheel. We're just going to play Glimmer, obviously. And then I am going to place a Train Steward up here on the second floor. And then there's really... I can play this if I want, because it doesn't need a target, but it just wastes the energy. So yeah, just to explain the battle setup, it adds this stuff at the bottom. This is your Ember. You get +3 Ember each. It tells you how much Ember you're going to get on your next turn, so we'll get an extra 3. And if you lose any Ember, you don't spend, so you can't, like, stockpile Ember by default. This is how many cards in your draw pile. You draw 5 every turn. You can click on this to seize, so we're going to draw 5 of these cards on our next turn. And then we have our discard pile, and these are the cards we've already played. So we played a Frozen Lance and a Glimmer. We played the Train Steward, but the Train Steward is out here. It's not in our discard pile. So we have no more energy. We're just going to end our turn. More guys come, and then also a Collector comes. So let's just explain a couple of these effects. So this guy has some of these purple symbols, and the purple symbols kind of mean something special. So this guy has 2 special things. He has Extinguish, so if he dies, I gain 50 gold. Very good. But he has Resolve, so after the combat round, he will run if not rooted or dazed. So basically you want to kill this guy immediately, right? Because if you do, then you get his fat loot, right? So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this is very lucky that we drew Glimmer again. Because, I mean, it's just going to... It just is over. So I'm going to play this guy. It makes Glimmer free, because the Priory makes healing spells cast 1 less. The Prior, not Priory. And then I'll just play Frozen Lance up here to kill this guy, because I want to put a Train Steward down here, because it's going to be a brief respite. That is the turn before the boss comes. You get like 1 extra turn of space on these bosses. On the main bosses, which we will get to, there's 3 main bosses. You do not get a brief respite. It just goes straight into the boss final wave. So, you might look at this and say, what are we going to do? Well, I have these Restore cards, the Awoken cards. These give 2 health and 1 regen. What I want to do is I want to stack regen on my big dude, because this regen will heal him every turn, which will also do 15 damage to the front target whenever that ticks off. So it's very good. I'll play my Train Steward up here. You get more points if you win on the lower floors, in case you care. So you kind of want to kill them as fast as possible. And we're just... This Glimmer draw is just lucky. We're just owning. So you can see the boss. This kind of tells me what's going to happen. All of our dudes have X's. We're going to die. This guy's going to take 70 damage. Well, let's stop that, shall we? I'm going to do Restore in here. This is going to do 15 damage and apply another stack of regen. We're going to play Helical Crystals. It's going to do 50 damage, 25 twice. And now the boss is dead, and I'm just going to play this just because I can. And now we'll end it. So the boss is relentless. He's going to attack, then we'll attack, then he'll attack, then we'll attack, so on and so forth until one side is dead, which is going to be him, because he has the X. So we're going to attack. I regenerate, does 15 more. Regenerate does 15 more. He's dead. So we won. This tells you your score. You get an extra bonus for completing the trial and killing him on the bottom floor. We get our rewards, 50 coins. We get a draft of Awoken cards. So because we have Gnarled Root, I'm actually going to go with Sharpen here, because we get more spikes. And then this is the Stygian Guard pack. And I think I'm just going to skip this for now. We already have 2 Helical Crystals. I don't think I want to add more. It's a little bit energy expensive. This costs 3, and this has Offering, which means if you discard it, it gets played for free. So these 2 together are pretty good, because this is draw 1, discard 1. But yeah. I don't think I want... let's just take it, you know. We'll take it for fun. Alright, so we got some units. Because we did the trial, we get a unit draft. So these two units are pretty similar. Both of these have sweep. This one has 5 more health. This one applies frostbite. This one applies spell weakness. And then we can also get this Animus of Speed, which has quick, which means this will attack first. I'm going to go with the Animus of Speed, because I usually never pick this card, because I personally think it is very bad in comparison to other cards you can get. So now we get kind of the situation. After the first floor, every floor has 2 paths you can take. So if you go here, you can get the Merchant of Magic and get an Awoken unit draft, or you can go here and get a Stygian unit and a Merchant of Steel, which upgrades your units. I'm just going to say, you need to consider in this game a couple of things. First of all, we're fighting the boss. Upgrading my spells is kind of less good, because I might have to consume them on the boss, right? So if I upgrade a spell a lot and then I have to consume it, because I have to play it, then I get in trouble, right? But units, in general, are kind of a static power increase, right? Once you play a unit, it's there until it dies, right? Spells, you only play it when you get the card. So units have a little more staying power. I would virtually always suggest going over here and, you know, getting the unit upgrades. So here's the thing I would incredibly strongly suggest you do, and it's something I forget to do all the time. You should always check the unit merchant before you click on this, because if you click on this, you cannot back out, and you'll have to pick a unit. And you want to know what upgrades you have so you know what you can get. So this is the shop. You can pay money to purge a card, and this gets more expensive every time. Or, once per shop, you can reroll for 50 gold, and then it'll change these. So we get different rune stones. You have 2 basic ones, which are 20 gold, and then you have a more powerful one, which is much more expensive. So, I will explain these if I pick them. I'm just looking at them. So I kind of know what I'm looking for a little bit. So in my head, I'm thinking I kind of have a strategy for this. I think I am going to go... I think I'm going to go spell weakness. So when enemies have spell weakness and they get hit by a damage spell, they take additional damage based on how many number of spell weaknesses they have. So if they have one spell weakness, they'll take double damage. If they have 2 spell weakness, they'll take triple damage, and so on. So we'll pick this one. We'll go upgrade it. I'm gonna get it a large stone, which I might actually put that on the Animus' speed. But it makes it cost 1 more capacity on the train, but it gives it 15 attack and 40 health. So it becomes much stronger. And I'd really like to upgrade sweep units, because you put a sweep unit on the bottom floor and it just takes out the trash. I'm also going to give it Incant, gain 1 armor. So Incant is whenever you cast a spell on that floor, you gain 1 armor. So I can cast spells to make that a lot stronger. And then I'll upgrade this to give it 10 more attack as well. So we'll try and go faster from now on, because I've kind of explained the basic stuff. So hopefully you guys haven't been too bored. So I look at this and I'm immediately Danger Lights flare up in my head, because non-boss units enter with 3 spikes. But our Animus of Speed only has 3 health. So if this thing hits an enemy with spikes, it'll die. So that's a bit worrying. But I think that our Icy Silophyte is just too strong right now. And I think we can easily do this. So I didn't look at the enemies there. We'll kind of look at them as they go in. I think our Icy Silophyte is just going to absolutely clean up. So we'll put our Sentient in front just to help absorb some of the damage. So this guy, he has no real attack. The main thing is there's this dude in the back, this lady. So all units have 3 spikes, but she gives a further 2 spikes to all units on her floor. So this guy actually has 5. So if she were to hit, what's happening right now is this guy, she's going to hit my champion for 1. My champion's going to attack in 16, killing this one, almost killing this one, and take 8 damage from the 5 and 3 spikes. I don't want to do that. I'm going to play Helical Crystals to kill that front guy, and that will help mitigate some of the damage. We have this dude up here. I will just put the Animus of Speed up there, because the Animus of Speed is kind of shitty this fight, because it only has 3 health. It can die very easily. Now what I will do is I will play this, because it costs 0, just to see if I can get something. I'll dump this. I am going to play Sharpen. This is going to give my Silophyte 4 more attack, 5 spikes, and it's going to get 1 more armor because of the Incant trigger that we upgraded it with. Get the money, play out the attacks, goes up a floor. Well, they finally got up a floor. Amazing, right? I'm going to play a Train Steward here to do some damage, and then I'm going to play Frozen Lance, and this she has Spell Weakness, so this Frozen Lance is actually going to do 12 damage. Then I'm going to start healing up my champion a bit, get some more armor in my Silophyte, because this unit's going to die to my Animus of Speed, even if my Animus of Speed dies. So I'm basically looking at this, and I'm like, you can see this guy is already taking 185 out of 190, so he's almost dead already. So pretty much I'm just like, if we play the Helical Crystals, it's going to waste this front guy, and we're just going to win, right? And then I'll heal this to do 15 damage and apply some regen, which is going to do another 15. So it's over. So this person was going to die, and I'll die. But even if that unit didn't die, they don't move up until after this is over. So even if that unit didn't die on the 3rd floor, it wouldn't have gotten up to the pyre, because I killed the boss on the 1st floor. So we get our 50 gold and our 75 gold for the trial, and we'll keep going here. So I was looking at Awake. This is very good for a champion. I'll get it, I guess. Restore a health, give regen, very good. We already have, like, again, we have a lot of these. Crypt Builder. Let's try it. I have a discard, so I can potentially discard Crypt Builder, which will play it because it has Offering. Now we have 2 more paths. We could try and upgrade our units to get another Stygian unit, or we could go for an Artifact and Pyre health. Because we haven't taken any Pyre damage, this is useless. So we'd basically just be going here for the Artifact, which I don't really want to do just yet. So I'm looking at this. 2nd Icy Silophyte, just for fun, means we can stack up a lot of spell weakness. I'm going to give him the Animus' speed health, just so it's tankier. And then we'll buff up the Icy Silophyte. And, like, we could get this. It's a lot of money, though. It's a lot of money for quick. I think I'm going to actually just purge cards. And usually I like to purge the Train Stewards, just because they're kind of a pain in the butt. And they really are very bad unless you upgrade them. And then we'll go to this Hellvent Caverns. Okay, so we get this event. This is a very, very powerful event. This is Dante. So you can... Hellvents basically have random encounters, and they can vary quite wildly. This one, he's going to give us Dante's Candles, and we get something later. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna take a penalty now, but we get something later. So he's gonna add 3 of these cards. Unpurgeable means you can't remove them from your deck, and it has Reserve. Your Pyre takes 3 damage. So that means if we don't play them for 1 Ember, we're gonna take 3 damage to our Pyre directly, which is kind of crappy. But you do get rewarded, right, for believing in Dante, and I believe in Dante. So this is the first real boss. This is Daedalus. He has 3 variants. The variant we got means this, he summons these explosives on a random floor every turn. This has damage shield, which means that it takes an extra hit, basically, to kill. So we're going to play Dante's Candle, because I don't want to see it. I don't want to look at Dante's Candle. We're going to discard... actually, I'm going to discard Helical Crystals, because I'm not going to be able to play it. I am going to just put my Sentient down here to take a bunch of damage. It's going to take a lot of damage, because it's going to get for 2, and then for 4, and then this is exploding for 10, for 16 damage. It's a lot of damage, but I want to get my bottom floor set up, and I'm willing to just take the damage. We could play Awake, and I really, really, really want to, because otherwise my champion's going to die. But we're going to take 3 damage from this. You know, so we could let our champion die, and we'd play this and probably the Animus' speed up here to kill this unit, and then we'd have enough for one other thing. But I just think it's in our best interest to try and keep our champion alive, and that's going to also kill this guy. And yeah, we'll take 3 pyre damage. You know, it's a bit of a resource. If I were playing in a daily where score matters more, I probably wouldn't have done what I just did. So we can kill this unit pretty easily. We could play two... Well, I'm going to play this because I'm going to want to play this no matter what. But we could play 2 Frozen Lances. The first one we do 12 because of spell weakness. The next one we do 6. So we could kill this dude. Or we could play a unit. I'm going to play a unit. And this unit does 6. And I'll play a Frozen Lance. And then the 6 damage will kill this unit. We are going to take 2 damage on the receiving end. But they're dead. And I also did hit the boss in the back. You can hit the boss before the fight against him actually starts. So that's going to explode, which sucks. So Glimmer, I'm going to play Glimmer. Its AoE is good. This is good. I want to Restore. Because if I Restore, it's going to kill this dude. And then I'm going to put the Prior up here in anticipation of next turn when I can hopefully heal my Xylophyte. So there's a heal. I was thinking about what to do. I feel like I sort of have to play Helical Crystals to kill these 2 guys, which is a bit of a bummer. I could let one of them get to the pyre. And then we have another issue down here, where my Sentient is taking 16 damage right now. So even if I played Glimmer down here, it would die, because the regen doesn't happen until after the turn ends. So I have to play Awake down here to keep this alive. So I could play Glimmer up here for 0. This unit would have spell weakness to get brought down to 5, so my Xylophyte would kill it, but this unit would get up to the top and do 2 damage to my Pyre. And I think that's worth it, because I really do want to keep my dude alive. I have to say that the damage shield is kind of screwing me on these. It's very difficult to kill them, because otherwise, like, yeah, it's just annoying. So this unit's going to die. This unit is going to get up and hit us for 2, but I'm fine with that. I don't mind taking 2 damage. I'm kind of just I'm playing to win this one, so I don't care that much about the score. So this unit's not dying, so we are going to play Glimmer for free. We'll play it Restore. This guy has Incant, so each time you play a thing, he does gain 1 attack, but it's worth it. I'm going to play Dante's Candle. I'm going to set up my Animus' speed in the front, actually, because my Animus is just going to kill this dude, and it's pretty tanky. Put my Train Suit here because I got the extra energy. We're going to lose on this floor, but we are doing 174 damage, so it's not a complete loss. And he is going to get a lot of spell weakness. He has 10 spell weakness, and, okay, so he's dead. Because I want to play this, and because he has 10 spell weakness, he takes 11 times damage. So this is going to do 660 damage, which is more than his maximum health. So it's gonna ice him pretty hard. So we get our rewards. So when you kill one of the main bosses, you get a rare card. That's the purple one. Or epic. I don't know what it's technically called in the game's vernacular. So I'm looking at Cycle of Life is pretty good because I get extra spikes, which is nice. Hoarfrost Effigy. This does Frostbite stuff. I don't really have Frostbite. Frostbite just does kind of damage every turn on somebody. We could do Gifts for a Guard. You draw 3 spells, and then they get consumed, but they get plus 20 magic power and 0 energy cost. And I'm actually going to take this, because kind of my goal is to draw a spell, and then, basically get a lot of spell weakness on the boss and just light him up. So we could take another Icy Xylophyte. Kind of tempting. I'm going to take the Titan Sentry, just because it's tanky. Every time it gets hit, it gives 3 Frostbite to all things on the floor. Now, when you kill one of the main bosses, you get a choice between 3 rewards. 3 enhancements. So you can either get +1 Ember per turn. Your Pyre always gets 10 attack and 30 max health. You can either get energy, draw, or capacity. And I almost always go for capacity. Capacity is so important. It's so important to go from 5 to 6, because most units are 2 capacities, so then you can play 3 units on a floor instead of 2. So I'm looking. We could go here, we get some money, we could upgrade spells, and get an Awoken unit. Tempting. But we can also go here, I can duplicate a card, which could be a unit, and it could be an upgraded unit. It retains the upgrades, we can get our health, and we can remove cards. And I'm really going here, mostly because, I mean, I can get 5 health back, but I want to remove. I want to remove these remaining Train Stewards, because frankly, I just don't like them. I don't like you Train Stewards. And then we'll upgrade, and I want to upgrade something that is really good. So I'm looking at either our Silophyte, which has max upgrades. You only normally have 2 upgrade slots. So I'm either looking at our Animus of Speed or our Icy Silophyte. And the problem is this is 3 capacity. I'm a bit worried that by playing this, it's going to be too much crap. It's going to be too much capacity. So I'm actually going to duplicate the Animus of Speed. And it's really nice to do that, because I spent 40 gold upgrading it, so I got that for free. So now we have a choice here. We can upgrade it again. We can continue making a Rejuvenate do more damage. Or we can get it so that we draw when our champion takes damage. I'm going to take the draw. The reason I'm going to take the draw is because it's really good, and because we can get some really powerful combos out of it, because Edge Prior means we could draw a lot of healing and play it for cheap. It also means we draw our good spells more often. It also means we're more likely to get Offering Token and Crypt Builder in the same hand, which are a nice combination, because I can discard the Crypt Builder and it plays essentially for 0, which is really nice. Non-boss enemy units restore health and move up a floor. I'm going to do this because we have Spell Weakness, and I think I can stack Spell Weakness and then one-shot dudes. So I'm going to turn this on, so whenever enemies go up a floor, they're going to get fully healed, and we get a random artifact if we win. So you kind of got to know the enemies you're facing. I'm not checking the enemies on the right, but I know what these guys do. These guys are really wimpy. They really, just kind of suck. But the reason they're annoying is each floor, they gain 3 attack. But we actually have a really good combo here, because these Animus' speeds are they have exactly 35 damage versus 35, so we have a very nice threshold going on here. And these guys are going to just die because they have quick. These dudes have quick. They're just going to kill these 2 before anything even happens. And it's really good. It's insanely good what we have set up right now. I'm going to put both my Spell Weakness on this floor. I probably should have reversed the order, actually. I really wasn't thinking. I'm just going to be honest there, because I don't think it matters. I think we already have this fight just on such hard lockdown. And we're going to get the Collector for the gold. These guys are just dying like nothing. So now this guy comes in and throws a wrench in things like a prick. But I'm going to play Glimmer. And then I'm going to... I'm looking at the thresholds, right? I really want to play Restore, because that'll do 15 damage, and then it means one of our Animuses will kill this guy. So this guy... We're going to kill these 2 units, which is really nice. And then I'm going to play Frozen Lance up here to incant on this unit. That's an important little detail. Probably not going to matter in such a low Covenant. We're only on Covenant rank 1, which isn't that hard. But, it's something to consider. Ooh. So I'm going to play this to get rid of one of these Dante's Candles for free. Then I'm going to get rid of this and this. Then I'm going to just play these, because these are free. And we'll just end it there. I maybe should have played those down there, actually, now that I think about it. I got too greedy, because I'm like, it's free! But, we kind of do have to worry about these bosses a bit. Not these bosses, these dudes. I'm gonna play this because I'm gonna take damage. We're just gonna kill this guy with that, and then we'll just play some heals to get incant and also keep this unit healthy. These guys are gonna get up a floor, but they have Spell Weakness, so if I draw something good, which I did not, we'll be fine. But see, this is what I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I fucked up. Because these guys, you're going to be like, oh, they're going to get to the top. Incorrect. Because I'm already killing the boss. They're not going to get anywhere. The boss is already dead. So we're just going to play this shit on this floor just to make me feel better. And this boss is going to die. These guys aren't even going to get to go up there. And we didn't even play this unit, so... They're all like, we're going to make it to the pyre. We're so good. Mission accomplished. Mission not accomplished. I'm just going to hold right-click because this guy's just dead. He's just dead. That guy, he does more damage as he ascends in floors, and because we kill him on the bottom floor, he really doesn't do that much damage. So, we'll get our gold, our random artifact. So now our pyre starts with 15 armor, which is really nice. Oh, okay. So Bramble Ash was what I wanted. This is kind of what I had planned from the beginning of the game, is that I would get Bramble Ash. Oh my god, so much shit's happening at once. Bramble Ash, because it does damage the more spikes you have, and because I have Gnarled Root, I'm like, I'm going to stack a bunch of spikes, then use Bramble Ash on somebody with Spell Weakness, and just wipe them, right? That's the plan. because I think it'll be fun. And so something else happened there. Oh yeah, what I picked is I picked Bramble-Ash, but then I also picked Preserve. So Preserve has Permafrost, which means when if I draw this, I do not discard this card unless I play it, or I play a card to discard it. It doesn't discard automatically at the end of your turn, and you can play this to freeze another card. So my goal kind of is to freeze Bramble-Ash, so it stays in my hand as a finisher, basically, and I'll play it at the end. And we get Dante now in our deck. Dante is really good. He gives us this Dante's Cloak, which means we get +2 magic power for every Blight card, which we have 3 from his candles. So we're going to get +6 magic power, which is really nice because we got a lot of spells. And we also get Dante, and he's a 3/10, and he gets a stack of multi-strike for each Blight card. So he's going to get 3 stacks of multi-strike, so he's going to be hitting 4 times. And now I'm looking at this, and I'm kind of at a bit of a quandary, because I really do want to upgrade our spells, because we are kind of a spell deck. But I also really want to upgrade Dante, and removing cards is very fat. But I'm going to go here, mostly because there's an artifact. I think that's going to swing it in our favor. I think I'm going to get Forever Flame. It makes our units cost 2 less. It can't go below 0, but basically all the units are basically free. Oh my god, Holdover is so good. So this is a crazy good combo. Holdover on Glimmer is amazing. We're going to give this +20 damage to Consume. I really just wanted to Consume to get out of our deck in fights. And we're going to make some cost less. I'm going to make Awake cost less because I really do want to play that. But it's just expensive. And we could reroll, but we'd only have 45 roll after, which means I couldn't get the expensive thing. And the expensive thing it's expensive for a reason, so I kind of just want to save my money for a better opportunity. Oh my god, it's so good, dude. Oh my god. So this is insane. Because we're going to get... Okay, let me just explain how good this is. We get the Abandoned Staff if we pick this, which means we get +1 energy for every 2 Blight cards. Then we're going to gain 2 Blight cards. We're going to have 5 Blight cards total, which means we're going to get +2 energy. So we're going to have 5 energy. Our energy is, like, solved for this run now. Insanely good. Especially because now we have units cost less. So we're set on energy. The downside, obviously, is we get these Vengeful Shards, which do deal 1 damage if we don't play them, but 1 damage isn't that much. It's mostly bad because it's going to take up our draw. However, remember, our champion is going to give us extra draw, and we can take a draw enhancement later if we want. And by taking these, Dante is going to get 2 more levels of multi-strike. He's going to have 5 multi-strike. So we really want to upgrade Dante in the future. That's going to be like one of my top priorities here. Because if we upgrade Dante, it can be insane. So enemies get multi-strike. I really do think we can deal with that. And remember, even if we don't, we are at full health, and we have extra 15 armor from our Pyre. So if our Pyre takes a little bit of damage to get an artifact, I'm fine with that. Alright, so we have just insane energy. I'm just gonna play this crap on the bottom, and it's just gonna be over. Oh no, there's stuff. Alright. We're going to do discard, and discard our Crypt Builder. It's going to just blow this guy to smithereens. We're going to play one of the Animus up here to kill this. We're going to play an Animus here because I can. We're going to play Dante's Candle. We're going to heal our dude. And now our heals also heal more because of Dante's Cloak. It is very good. And I'm going to play Gifts for a Guard. We'll draw 3 spells. They do get Consume, but I am going to play that and consume it to make Bramble-Ash freeze, so I can use it just to murder people. And I'm just going to consume this. Just to make things simpler. And now we get Dante. Oh, it's just all so good. It's just all so good. It's just amazing. We play our Glimmer that has Holdover. It does 12 damage, and we draw it next turn, guaranteed. And then I'll play this to do 36 and consume it. And this guy's getting armor, but I don't care. Get as much armor as you want, fool. And we're just drawing like crazy. It's crazy. It's just crazy, all the stuff I'm getting. I'm just playing cards, because I can. And this is where the game is kind of really fun, because you just become a god. And I have to say, I've been playing on Covenant 25, which is really difficult. And it's nice to play this and just be OP. So, what I should really be doing is putting spikes on somebody up higher, because the boss is going to come in without spell weakness, so this isn't going to do insane damage, which is a bit of a bummer, but, like, whatever, dude. Play Glimmer, heal our dude up and kill him. Play this, just because it gives armor and stuff, why not? Alright, the boss comes in, the boss is like, man, I'm so cool. And I'm like, yeah, are you though? I'm going to play this again, draw more. So the thing about this boss is he does have sweep and he has 10 lifesteal, so he's going to lifesteal when he does damage. Lifesteal means for basically when you hit an enemy, you heal for how much attack you have. So he'll heal for 10 times. So he has basically an extra 80 health. And then you can see we're not doing too bad. We're only doing 253. But we're going to play Bramble Ash because why not? And we're just going to play these because why not? And we're going to play this because it's free. And then we're going to play this. And then we're going to play this. And then we're going to play this. And now he's dead. Funnily enough, everybody on this floor is dying. So we managed to barely swing it there. I'm not gonna explain literally every interaction in these fights. Sometimes you just play cards. You just play your hand. I played my entire hand, and I got enough to kill the boss, which is good. Okay, Curse Vines. Chance to swap the front and back enemy units when they enter your train. I'll take it. You could get rid of it for money. Another Bramble Ash. Extremely hype. However, Wildwood Tome, I really like this, because we can give Quick to one of our sweep units, which is highly valuable. Okay. Ice Storm is really good because we have so much magic power. Normally this only does 1 damage 5 times, which is very bleh, but it's doing 11. It's doing 55 damage for 1 Ember. That's very good. So we cannot upgrade a unit yet, which really does suck. We'll have to upgrade down here. So I don't want to spend a lot of money. This is useless. We're going to go over here just to remove some more cards. This is useless. I really want to remove, probably these Frozen Lances. I don't want to remove too many spells, because remember the final boss does devour spells. We kind of want some crappy spells that we can chuck away. Oh. Titan's Claws is really good. But it costs all of our money. And I really just want to upgrade Dante, because I feel like if we upgrade Dante, it's going to be OP. I'm going to dump health here. You pay either health or coins for a chance to get an artifact, and you get the chances get better every time, so the more you do it, there you go. We can get an extra 3 health on all our units. That's really, like, kind of shitty, to be honest. It's not very good, but, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. So I don't want to buy an artifact, because I really, really, really want to, you know, make Dante a god, and you always get an artifact shop before the final boss. And we're going to fight another boss here. We're going to fight Fel. There's another major boss, so we're going to get another enhancement. So she creates a statue on each floor with 70 HP, and she empowers units on a floor with rage. So she basically just makes her stuff stronger. Sweep units are very good on these fights because the sweep units can hit behind the statues, which is really good. We're obviously going to play these, and this is 10 damage because we have... It does damage even though we don't have spikes because we have spell power, so we may as well play that. Alright, so... We're going to stack up our top floor. We're going to give you Quick, because then you'll kill this guy before he can even do anything. Good, so we killed everything except this guy. When I play spells, this guy does get armor, which sucks, but... Dante kind of sucks until we upgrade him. But if we can upgrade Dante, it's actually over. I'm telling you. So this guy, he's trouble. He's probably going to get up there. We have so much energy, we can kind of just do what we want. So I'm going to play this to kill this. He's not quite dying, but he's pretty close. I'm going to play this to heal this guy up to full. And so this guy's going to get a hit on our Pyre. You know, it happens. We don't have a lot of, like, really strong single target damage until we upgrade Dante. So it was a bit difficult for us to break through the statues, so I'm not sweating it too much. You know, sometimes you take damage. So we're going to play this. That's going to ice that guy, do a bunch of damage, and also hit her. I'm going to give this guy spikes so I can use my Bramble Lash to absolutely destroy the final boss with spell weakness. In case she even gets to the top floor, you know. I'm going to fast forward. Just because I want to go a little bit faster. Play this dude down here so stuff's free. So this unit's dying, which is kind of crappy. So I'm going to play Glimmer there. So she's not dying. And then you're dying. I'm just going to play Ice Storm so you don't hit anybody. And then I'm going to just play you to kill that guy. And I'm going to play Preserve on Bramble Lash. So that we have that just guaranteed in our hand. It's also really nice to freeze cards. Because when you freeze a card, you think about it, you can't draw it again. So it kind of makes your draw better as time goes on. So this is just amazing that this Edge Prior is actually very, very helpful. Play this, kill that guy and keep us at full health. We don't have any more energy, unfortunately. I thought we had more. I should have played my thing down here because it's free. That was a mistake. But, you know, make mistakes, whatever. Whatever. So you are going to die because I am going to do this. Actually, I am not going to play this because if I played this, I would hit the boss and get rid of her spell weakness. I don't want to get rid of her spell weakness. I want to stack it up really, really high so we can just do an ultra move. So I'm actually going to play this and then discard Crypt Builder, which is going to just delete this guy from existence. Very good. We're going to heal this chick up because she needs some health. And then we're going to heal our champion to do some damage. Get some more armor from the Incant Trigger. Man, I really want to upgrade Dante. I can get cards as well that buff his damage, which is really good. So I don't really want to play these down here because I'm going to stack up spell weakness just because I think it'll be fun. Play that, and then we will just kill you. So I'm kind of throwing here a little bit on the bottom floors because I really want to get her to the top so I can use my OP stuff. So I gotta be really careful because I'm just like, my brain is just telling me, use spells, but I don't want to get rid of the spell weakness, so I have to use the right type of spells. So I'm going to play this for the regen, because then it's going to hopefully give us an extra attack, and then, yeah. She's like, I'm to the 3rd floor! I've almost made it! Lol, 1920 damage. There you go. Get our rewards. Oh, Harness the Titan, I love it. Because our champion's making us draw. We have really big hand size, so we can really do a lot with that. And I'm going to even get more draw. I just want to draw like a maniac. I mean, we're kind of set for energy because of the Vengeful Staff and stuff. So I just need to upgrade Dante. And we'll get back to full Pyre health, and we'll get some gold. And just give me something good for Dante. Yeah. I like that. I like it. And then I'm gonna give you spikes to start with, because I want to give you spikes. And I'll give you armor so you can get a little bit tankier. Quick. I could give him quick. Potentially really good. Or I could just give him more attack so he does insane damage. We'll give you some more health. And I don't really want to purge a card. I want to keep some of my crappy spells so I can get rid of them, honestly. I don't know if I want to make you quick. I don't think it's that worth it. I don't think it's worth 95 gold. I'd rather save. So we can upgrade our champion one final time. We can either go this. This doesn't really buff him other than the extra health. But I'm going to go with this because I don't think we're going to have trouble keeping him healed. Really. Alright, you got. I feel like I'm so strong I should just do the trial because it's, you know, get the money. Get the money. We have full Pyre health and we get 15 on there. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. So these guys come in and they're little pricks. It's just over already though. really good draw. We get our champion and the Icy Silent Fight, and also the Edge Prior, which is going to make the Glimmer free, which is going to kill all three of these guys who are normally kind of annoying. But we can just be like, I don't care. And then we'll give him spikes, because I want to stack up spikes, so then I can, I played that there to incant and get extra armor, by the way. And we also did get rid of a Vengeful Shard for free, which was nice. I really wanted to stack this guy up with spikes, so then I can play the Bramble once I get to the top floor and just, you know, just mess him up. We got our OP Dante. We got this. We'll play this. That's going to upgrade all of these for 5 more. And then we'll just heal. Ba-ba-bam! So much damage. And we get a draw because those guys, I didn't explain it, the little dudes, when they die, they have an Extinguish that does 5 damage to our champion, which means we draw more, even. So I'm just gonna kill you. 'Cause I just don't like you. You know, I'm sorry to say it. And then I'm going to play this to save this. Then we'll give her quickness, so these guys basically die every second, even though they're going to die anyway, because I want them to. Then we're going to do this. And then it's just like, what are you going to do? Quick. You don't even get to do anything. Oh no, you hit me? Whatever shall I do? I shall just play my holdover Glimmer, which is just amazing. Ooh, I really want to play this, but spikes, though. We'll just play this. And we'll play this. Oh, nice. We got another one. Good. So we healed a bunch anyway, so we didn't really need to play Awake that badly. Oh, no, you got a hit off. What a shame. This floor, none of these floors even matter. You guys have just already lost. Holdover Glimmer is just so good. And then I'm just like, you know, I'm just gonna do that. And then you'll die because she has quick. Now these guys just die before they even get to do anything because of the quickness. So we're kind of rolling here. I hope you can kind of see kind of what's going good. So I'm gonna play this. This is a setup turn. I'm gonna play this. It's gonna draw 3 spells. Make them 0 and consume. And then I'm going to play Harness the Titan to give them all +5. And then I'm going to play this for more spikes. So he has 20 spikes. Which means this does 10 times. This is going to do 215 damage. Which is, it's going to be a lot. And then if I play these will consume. So I don't want to play these really. But I do want to play this because I want to get holdover. And you have to play the guard to get holdover. So I do want to play that. And then I'm going to play cards that don't consume to stack armor on these guys. And then I'll do this to keep this helical crystal. And then I'll just get rid of this. We'll just consume that to get rid of it. So we got a bunch of really good spells here. I don't think we need this. We're gonna do this to heal you. Do damage. Play this, do damage. Play this, do damage. Play this for damage. And then, yeah, we'll let it go. Obviously, we're gonna lose this floor. Because the boss wasn't dying. I mean, it's really quite nice that it tells you what's gonna happen. But we're gonna play these, because I don't like them. And so, like, this guy already has 8, so he's gonna take 9 times damage. So, like, he's kind of dead if I play this already. But I'm not gonna, because I want to play this. So I'll let him get to the 3rd floor. I mean, we get less points for letting him ascend. Oh, so you can't. I was on this floor. These get frozen when the boss moves up. I didn't explain that, but you basically can't play anything here anymore, which is why I can't even get rid of that. So I need to make sure that I can kill you, and like, yeah. I think 2,500 damage is enough to do it. Get our rewards. 400 gold, that last trial. The next boss is the final boss, so completing that trial is really good. I think I want Focused Growth, because it gives us extra draw if we use it. I think I'm going to get Mollusk Mage, because it gives extra spell power, which means we can hopefully become just barbaric. I'm gonna go here. And I kind of want to do some things that are highly pogged up. Let's take the relics first. Incant triggers another time is really good. Now refresh. Silence. These ones aren't that good. I don't really want to remove cards, like I said. I kind of want the crappy spells. Because whenever we play a spell that gets consumed, that way I can consume crap. So what do I want to duplicate is the question. And you're like, duplicate Dante. And I'm like, no. Because I think what we need to duplicate... I think I actually want to duplicate this. But before we do it, we should upgrade. I almost forgot to upgrade it before I duplicated it. So now this is where it's going to become ridiculous, because this costs 1 energy and it has holdover, so we're going to get this every turn we play it. So, the goal is to let's just try and be disgusting, shall we? Let's just try and be disgusting. So we can remove consume on something. I'm going to do it on that. And then make something cheaper. I'll make this cheaper. Then 10 magic power. I'm gonna give this. This is 21 damage now. It's a lot of damage, and I don't really want to remove any cards. All right, final boss time. So basically, my goal is to stall and be a little annoyance, and just try and just do insane damage. We're just toying with the final boss. So the final boss, he's cute. He added more Vengeful Shards to our deck. Big mistake, because I just have more spell power, I think. No, it doesn't count him. That's a bummer. So I don't want to play the Mollusk Mage there. I want to play the Mollusk Mage up here, because this is going to be the floor where I kind of go all out with my stuff. And, like, I could play these, but they consume. And I want to try and not consume stuff if I can help it. Eat that, boss. Mollusk Mage just zapped you for 7 damage. Alright, so we're going. We're getting in here. It's getting a little spicy, one might say. But is it spicy enough? So I could play this. It would consume. Am I okay consuming this? I don't think so. I think I want to consume this. And then I probably should have played the draw. The draw discard. Alright, we got you up here. We got you down here. What do I want to get rid of? Probably you. We'll draw cards and we'll give them consume, and I don't care because everything already has consume. So unfortunately we gave our holdover Glimmer consume, which does suck. But we gave this consume, which is good. And I am actually gonna play this. No, I shouldn't play it yet. I'll play this. And remember, this doesn't have consume. But I want to save it because I really want to get the Bramble upgraded. And I really got to make sure I don't hit the boss because I'm stacking up spell weakness in the boss as well. Alright, we're dumping these. So who do I want to have quickness? Ooh, I'm going to take damage because I don't care about score. I want to just make this as stupid as possible. So I don't want to play this up here because it'll get rid of the boss's spell weakness. No thank you. I don't care, I'll take 2 damage. It didn't even get to the armor. Oh my god! Dante! He has so much multi-strike, dude. 28 times 9. Oh, I love it. Alright. Again, boys, someone's going to consume this because we got the brambles. And I just don't care. Just hit me as much as you want. We are in this to be memers, okay? This is meme time. I don't want to hit the boss, so I don't really want to play Glimmer there. We'll do this. I will play this. I don't care, I have armor. The problem is, I'm getting rid of my cards, so I'm getting more of these bad things, but I don't think it's gonna matter really. So this won't hit the boss. Do that. And like, we're in this to be a memer. I'm gonna take damage. It's gonna do 1 damage to my fire. I don't care. We're in this for the memes, okay? And this is what's really fun about this game is you can do some like really like interesting and fun stuff. I'm gonna give you quick just because why not? And then I'm gonna give you more spikes. And then I'll play the Glimmer now. Well, bam. We'll play this and get rid of you. We'll kill you because I don't like you. And now Dante is just gonna go all out. Look at him. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Dante is so good. And we get so much spell power because of that, too. Okay, so boss comes now. So I'm not gonna hit the boss. Repeat after me. I will not cast spells that could hit the boss. That is what we're repeating. Play that. And then we'll dump these, because I don't like them. So our deck's quite small. We only have 17 cards, because we've exhausted a lot of our spells. So this guy, he's gonna get up here. He thinks he's hot shit. Okay? He thinks he's cool or something. You know? And who can blame him? You know, he's kind of cool, right? Wrong. He's not. He's literally the furthest from cool that you could ever be. This is gonna be the highest damage spell I've ever cast, dude. Maybe. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Alright, let's play this, because I think... Oh, I don't have it. Okay, well, we'll play Harness to Titan. I am just oh so pleased. 632 times 11, boys. Boom! We won, in case that wasn't obvious. That was enough to, like, kill him 3 times over from full HP. And he would have gotten... I didn't even look how much damage he was taking. I mean, with Dante on this floor, you don't mess with Dante, okay? Dante would have messed him up. I wasn't even looking at how much damage he would have taken. I mean, but yeah. We took some pyre damage, mostly because I was just playing... I knew I was fine. We were playing a Covenant 1, which is, you know... This game's pretty hard, I think, but I have played up to Covenant 25, and so I... Like, this is like easy. It's like taking off the training wheels, you know. So I'm mostly in it for the memes. But I hope you guys kind of noticed some stuff. That was a really fun. That was probably the most fun. That was a really, really fun spell power build. We got Dante. Dante's amazing for that sort of thing, and so on and so forth. So we made it to the end, and this just kind of shows our score and stuff. We got almost 40,000, which is not great. I haven't won with Dante ever. Mostly because I just, like... I feel like he comes late in the game. And on Covenant 25, he's good, but also it's a lot harder. And so his candles actually do screw you over. I feel like we had a really good run to deal with his candles, because we had the Vengeful Staff, which gave us extra energy to play the candles. And it just worked out, right? So with Vengeful Staff especially, Dante's really good. They kind of synergize off each other, right? Because Vengeful Staff adds more blight cards, makes Dante stronger and his cloak stronger, and then we get more energy to play Dante's Candles as well. They're very good. So when you beat a Covenant on any Covenant rank, other than Covenant 0, right? You have to have the Covenant turned on. If you win with a card, you get a gold border. So I haven't won with these cards before in this one extra one. Some of that's just chance, but, you know, whatever. 23 multi-strike, mostly because of Dante being a god. And this just shows everything, you know. You can see how many cards you've golded, what Covenant ranks you've won on, so I've run on 25 with Hellhorn, Stygian, Awoken, Melting Remnant, so on and so forth. But yeah, this is kind of shows. And you can see our friends over here and how far they are. The only person who really plays that much is this guy, so he's on 16. But yeah. Yeah. Cool stuff. Well, that was a fun run. And, you know, I hope you guys kind of understand how it works. I think the game is deceptively simple. You know, you get your cards, you play them, you play your monsters where you have capacity, and you try and kill the boss. But it's like there's so many different ways you can do that. I mean, we did like a really spell power build where we got spell weakness and a ton of spell power. We froze our finisher in our hand, the Bramble Lash, and then we stacked up spikes on a unit at the top. He walked into the top with all the spell weakness, and I'm just like, LOL. LOL, almost 7,000 damage. But, you know, there you go. It is fun to play, and that's why I like playing the dailies in this game. There's daily challenges where you kind of compete against other people. The dailies are kind of fun because they are on Covenant rank 1, and so it's really easy for me because I always play on 25 now. So it's nice to play a run where I can kind of goof around and try and do something stupid like get an absurdly powerful spell. Hopefully you guys kind of figured out how the game works a little bit. I mean, obviously there's a lot more to it. We only played one combination of clans, right? And there's 25 total combinations, right? Or no, I'm wrong. 20 combinations that you can do. And, like, you know, we did one of them. Things can go way different. I mean, imagine if we had Stygian as our primary instead of Awoken. We'd have had an entirely different champion, which could have totally changed how we played, right? But there you go. There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We've extended our win streak in the Imp Cup to 3. Who knows? But yeah, I stream this game sometimes on weekends. I'm probably gonna do it for a little while. So if you want to watch, feel free. Maybe I'll make some more videos about it. I already posted a highlight run of me winning my first win on Covenant 25 to my channel, if you want to watch that. And, yeah. I might do some more, I was thinking about actually doing, like, some kind of, more focused tutorial things. This was kind of just meant to be a run where I kind of explained things more thoroughly than I normally would. And I hope that it was a little bit helpful to realize, like, you know, if you don't know anything about the game, to kind of understand, you know, the basic stuff, like how capacity works and so forth. And if you have played the game a little bit, to see, you know, somebody who has played up to, you know, Covenant 25 and beaten it at least once with every clan as a primary, that I kind of know a little bit. My main problem in this game is I just lose focus, because I like to try stuff like what we just did, but when you try stuff like that in Covenant 25, it doesn't work as well. It's a lot more unforgiving. But anyway, so yeah. So you can, you know, to finish off the kind of tutorial aspect, you can do new run, and it'll immediately put you back in clan select. You can go back to the main menu, or you can click on run summary, and this will show the run summary. It'll show, you know, your clans, what covenant you're on, kind of the stats. This run took an hour. You know, when you're first starting, the runs will take an hour, or maybe even more. But once you get good at it, and kind of, you know, speed up, you can do 40-minute runs pretty easily. Especially if you die. But 40-minute victories are not uncommon. And this kind of shows your score and how you got your score, in case you want to see how you got it. So I obviously didn't get, like, maximum score. I skipped a couple trials. I took some damage to my pyre, which subtracts score, and I really didn't kill the boss that fast. Usually you want a score over 40,000. 40,000 or higher is, like, that's pretty good. Shows your artifacts over here. I mean, I kind of based my run around this. That's what kind of happens, right? You pick that first artifact in the beginning and kind of influence your run. And this shows all your cards. So you got Dante, the greatest, and all this other stuff. And you can look at them and see what upgrades you got on them and stuff. So there's that. You can copy deep link, and then people can view your summary. And you can generate. I believe this generates. Let me just click on it. Yeah, it generates a challenge. So like basically, it'll give you like a code you can share with people, and they can go in here, I believe, and put it in, and then basically play a run. So yeah, that's it. So thank you guys for watching. If you watched the whole thing, I hope it was helpful. If not, I hope it was entertaining. And if not, well, then you probably stopped watching. So if you watched all the way to the end, why is my question. But anyway, that's gonna do it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next run in our next voyage on the monster train. So see you then.